really want to mess with that. So let's do this. Let's do this. So here you see that you've got Ruben Sunimo versus Dragolov Sergey, Banele versus Giraffe Brown, Kalisi Masonke versus Walter Kubisi, Matle Rogov versus Ayama, Tabang versus Keith Kamalu, Charlton versus Bongileto, Ungwadi versus Klaassen, Willenberg, Craig Willenberg versus Andres Gutter, Mashka Clayton versus Samuel Mathens, Regan Palmer versus Rogov, James Dinham versus Tatu. So you get a feeling there's some good games here, and about I think it's the top 20 boards uh, that are showing. So let's go have a look. We'll look quickly at the games that have been completed, and I will tell you that uh, Sergey beat Ruben Salimo, Rogov beat Masoko, Keith Kamalo beat Taban, Charlton beat Bongaletu, Andre Skitter beat Craig Willenberg, but that game wasn't shown, so we'll check what happened there. Ethan Samuels beat Mashak Clayton. Rogov Timothy beat Regan Palmer. James Dinham lost to Tartu Salima, so that is the game of the round. James Dinham losing to Tartu Salima, and another one, Mark Lewis losing to Martin Nico. So we'll go over those games and have a quick look at what happened in those. But before we get there, we've got three games going, and the first one up is Brav Brav Durham versus Banele, and Banele has got the white pieces, and you'll see he's got the knight and the bishop versus the rook. He's got a pawn here. Um, the rook is cut off from the board, which makes it very difficult for black here. The king can't really do too much either. Not real movement. I mean, I would assume you're going to look at king f8 and here. But the problem is, as soon as the king marches, so does white's king. So, based on the law of averages here and knowing a little bit about endgames, it should give Manele some time. But here's the thing: this is round one, right? This is round one. Banele is a 2-2 versus a 1800. Hey, Tappins knew what's happening. Versus an 1800. He's 400 rating points ahead. Yes, he is winning, but in a 9 round tournament or 7 round tournament or whatever round tournament, let's say, I think this is 9 rounds if I'm not mistaken. No, Brett's not playing this one. So I think this is 7 rounds. I always forget. I'm terrible with these things, knowing how many rounds a tournament is. Terrible. So it is a 9 round tournament. So in a 9 round tournament, round one in particular, you don't want to spend too much time at the board, but you also don't want to make mistakes. So it's a fine line on how to finish a game or how to. Oh, I don't know. I'll decide who I'm rooting for a little bit later. Um, because I want to get to know some of the players a bit better before going for the routing, right? Look, there is a GM. GM Drigolov Sergey is there, so I mean he must be fan favorite, obviously, or tournament favorite, maybe not fan favorite. But just because you're GM doesn't mean you're going to have a good time in Cape Town. Cape Town, generally we like to make people remember us, and losing some points, you'll remember us. So yeah, so Banana down 20 minutes onto the clock. Yes, Jerome Braff has got 1 minute 44. But I think, this is a moral victory for Giron, whether he wins this game or not. Um, this is a moral victory for Black to be in this position. So here again, Bonella, um, what is the best option here? Again, the bishop doesn't have too many places go. It's got to be king activity, right? You've got to be looking at king forward, king here. You've got to also be careful. You could play things like this, and you can't play that. So maybe he's worrying about b5. But again, I mean, if you play b5, takes, push pawn, my bishop can always go here and back here if need be. So let's say here, 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 queen, queen. I mean, oh, it's tough to go that route. Pawn push. So, oh yeah. So we said here, pawn push takes king, pawn push. Then I think you just play bishop here. I really think so. If he goes here, bishop goes here. Yeah, I think that would be the. So I really think king f4 is the f6 can't be can be a move for black. I don't think so. f6 push pawn. Maybe not. f6 push pawn. Okay, so he's gone for knight check, king back. I mean, that's a very quick move by Jiran. Maybe he was a bit concerned of your f6. Maybe he was a bit concerned. But hold on, if I played here, pawn here, knight check. That would have been better. Okay, so bishop a6. So I think the scenario here is that white is just solidifying his pieces. Um, get here at some point, get this knight to attack this pawn here, get the king in front. So it's just slow play um, by white, but effective slow play. Um, and at the same time, black's got to be careful because there's a bishop and knight on the board. What is the time control? 1990 plus 30. 1990 plus 30. But black doesn't really have a plan except to find a way to push passes. Yeah, look, the problem is you've got a white and a white bishop and a white knight versus a black rook. Um, the it's tough. It's tough to find the right moves. Disappointing is that there are isolated pawns here for black. Um, and once this bishop comes, the problem is once this bishop comes here, this releases this knight to go for that pawn. Is this FIDE rated? Yeah, it is very much rated. You can put some pressure on B6. Yeah, so there's going to be pressure here. It is FIDE rated 100%. That's why there's a GM playing. For sure. For sure. Giron giving Vanilla a hard time. A stage 5 is played. Oh, Jerome's going to find a move. 20 seconds. He hasn't got time. Oh, Rook H1 straight away. Ooh. I will have pictures of the players, yeah. And look at that. Getting the king in. And this is actually very good as well. King S6 with the idea of bishop here and picking up this pawn and making this pawn the danger pawn. I mean, very good. Very good technique here. Very good technique here as well. Very nice. He's definitely going to play this move. I think what he is going to be worried about is by going here, rook here, attacking this this pawn. But he's going for it. There it is. Whoop! There it is. Again, Jerome in a load of time trouble here. I don't. Maybe H. Yeah, maybe could be. Rook G4. Now Rook G4 is clever, stopping Bishop C4 here. But I mean, it's literally just a matter of time, isn't it? Because you know there's a weakness here. You know there's too many weaknesses. Too many weaknesses. Yep, Bishop B6, Bishop B5 was always going to be played. And now 40 seconds to find the move. But this is one of those positions where white is in complete control. It's just a matter of time, right? It's just a matter of the right squeeze at the right time. Just pushing when it needs to be pushed. I mean, like for example, the white could play h6 here. It wouldn't hurt white's position. But I bet you he's waiting to play h6 at the right time. That's what I believe. He's waiting to play h6. White should be very careful. Don't push h6. It's Capetown. Yeah. You can't play h6. But I'm saying only if the rook is there is it dangerous. But there's always time to play h6 is what I'm saying. He's always got a chance to play h6 just to force black into zugzwang. I mean, that's effectively what it is. Black's big problem here is that, yes, he's got the rook, and yes, it's beautiful, and yes, he's got a pawn that he could, but none of them can move. The black king cannot move. The black rook is tied down. So now he's gone for this, and now you've got to be careful. Okay, because the temptation is to go here. Now you can only go here. Only go here if you know you're stopping those two pawns with these two pieces and you're getting a queen. Or better yet, you're getting mates. Or better yet, you're getting mate. And there is a mating net here somewhere. If I, here, and push pawn is mate. Yes, it does. It won't exactly happen like that, of course. But this is the thing that you got to think about, right? You got to think about the plan behind this. So this is devastating. Bishop takes, rook takes, push pawn. Now look how many squares he's got. I mean, those pawns have got days to go, and you got a bishop, and you got a knight, and you're going to have the pawn pushing. So let's say here, 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 back here, mate. He has to play rook here. And when he does that, you can push. And then you've got knight takes. And then, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. There will be a mate here. So knight takes, knight there, knight, yeah. So knight there, knight there, knight there, boom, mate. So there we go. And yeah, Bonello's going to see that. Bonello's going to see that there's a mate there. And this is so good for chess. For any youngster out there watching, identifying there's a mate net there. There's a mate net. This is so important in this position because he can't go grabbing that pawn. If he grabs that pawn, he will pay the price. He can't grab it. He's going to have to play a move like rook c7, right? Rook c7. Who wants to play rook c7? I don't want to play rook c7 here. Well, he won't see everything, but he'll see most things. You will see most things. Welcome everybody to the Capetown Masters round one recap. We're just catching the end of some of the games. No, Corner's not playing. Catching the end of some of the games. We'll look at some of the other games completed as well, just as a quick recap. And then round 2 is at 4 o'clock. We'll do a live stream covering those games live at 4 o'clock. But this is just a quick recap. Get everyone's tongues whistling about this event. I will say there was 2 big upsets already in round 1, and we will get into that in a second. But I think just having a look at this is so important. And that is a beautiful move. Again, can't play bishop takes pawn because if you play bishop takes pawn, king takes, rook takes knight, bishop takes pawn, rook takes knight, king takes, and then black is in the driving seat. So again, very, very good technique used here. But now what do you do? It's all about what do you do. You see, like this is where I want to play a move like h6. I want to play h6 now. h6 is calling my name. Because your pieces are all in the right places. But the problem is the rook is going to go here. That is the problem. The rook is going to go back. And you can't play a move like d6 because it doesn't help you. Yeah, it doesn't really help you because the rook is going to be a pain. So rook f4, well spotted, well found. James losing is not an upset. Revere, don't a rated player losing is always an upset, always an upset. But that is one of the games we're going to go look at very first up, the 2 upsets. Yeah, if bishop takes f7, then rook takes knight. So you can't play bishop takes f7. And I want to say, Brav Giron is doing very nicely. He's under a minute on the clock, and he is holding this superbly. But that's all he's doing, right? He's holding the position. Bonello should be completely winning this. He should be completely in the driving seat. But again, round 1, nerves, jitters. Yes, even top players get nervous when they play. They can be all that, robust. Oh, I got this. Round 1, it's all mine. I got it. They can be like that, but Brett commentating could be fun. We'll see. Commentating is less stressful than playing, Taps. Less stressful than playing. So, Mina Revere, are you playing in the tournament or are you just an observer, mate? And guys, yeah, if you've got some comments, by all means, drop it in chat. I'll give you a big shout out if you're hiding in the chat there, hide away, hide away. We are here to watch some of the top, well, some of the best in South Africa playing, battling it out. But you can see, look, you can see on the stream, I don't put the engine on. I refuse to commentate with the engine. If you don't, if you don't know who I am, then I'm not going to tell you. Oh man, why are people like that to me? That's New Year. Smile, share away. It's fine if you want to stay secret. It's okay. It's okay. We understand the secrecy. Right. So, all right. Banana is in the think tank here. What I do want to go to is Watu is playing Makasonke Kolisi, and he is giving Watu again also is um, well, I won't say in the driving seats, but Watu has an advantage here. And I mean, two rooks are always beautiful, but that bishop is also painful. So Watu is being cautious. And there's always mating threats, with bishops and rooks around. There's always mating threats. So here we go. But you see, now, a move like that doesn't worry me because what are we going to do for black? We're going to run, 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 run. I mean, how's that for a run for a king? That move really does not inspire um, fear, if for lack of a better word. There's no fear with that move. So, you know, if we can get our king marching this way, which I'm sure Watu will do, um, we are good. And again, this is not good for the top seeds to be grinding out their first round. Um, you want to have a relatively early round. Um, it's going to be a long tournament. It's 9 rounds. 9 rounds. I mean, let's do the math a little bit. 9 rounds. If you're playing, let's say 4 hours a round, that's 36 hours of chess. You're going to be sitting at the board, and that's pretty tough in its own right. So the king goes there. See, I still think I must play my king here. King, king. Let's get the king active. I don't think white can make progress. I think the only person that can make progress here is black. King here, king here. I mean, all these moves are looking rather exciting. Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, again, I would really want my king to come in, but maybe Watts has got a different idea. Going to flip back to Banela's game, and there are trades. Wow, what happened? Let's go. So he does take it. Takes there. Takes. And Banana's worked out. Queen. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. He worked out. He gets a queen, and it's mate. It's going to be mate. Unbelievable play because there's no queen check, and there it is. Queen, king has to go there, mate. Wow. Yeah, just because the threat is rook takes knight doesn't always mean that it's going to be losing. And yes, h6, like I said, needed to be played at the right time. Banela played it at the right time. Beautiful stuff. Brahm should resign now. It is over. Nothing more. Nothing more to discuss here. Spotted my move. I'm gonna do now. So yeah, so queen check, queen mate. Nothing to panic about. Uh, yep, there it is. Banele taking the win after a hard fought. So that's interesting. He played rook f1 and then plays his king. I don't know. I would have just gone with my king. Eh? My king had feelings. He needed to get out. He needed to get out. But okay, he's activating the king now. And this is why I wanted the king. I didn't want this king to come this way. Right? That's why the rook here was so important to keep that king at bay. So do we go with king here? Yep, we do. We go with king there anyway. I suspect the move rook e8, but it doesn't do anything. It really doesn't do anything. With the idea of rook here, king here. That's the dream plan. It's not too difficult to see. Um, yeah, no, great calculation, Banella. Absolutely phenomenal stuff there. But I mean, also, in the water game, seeing that the king needs to come in, it's not that difficult. Okay, wait, hold on. Let me give credit where credit is due. It's not that difficult, but it's not impossible. So there we go. King b6. Are we gonna hunt this king now? Are we gonna bring this king in? Really want this king to come in. Really want this king to come in. Yep, there it is. Whoop, there it is. Gotta love the king coming in. The marching king into the sky. Fearless men who never say die. King walk, let's go. Absolutely. Gotta love the king walk. I would still play I'll still play king. Yeah. So when the rook goes to G2, you play rook f2, and then the other rook goes to f3. And thanks for playing, mate. Thanks for playing. Welcome to me. And the problem is there's so many problems here. If he goes for this, he can't. He's got to stay defending this pawn. This pawn's gone. This pawn's gone. It's gone. Gone, gone, gone for everyone. Sonke is really struggling to find the right move here. And it is tough. Make no doubt. It is tough. What do you do? What do you do with Runkenseele? What do you do with Runkenseele? This king's in trouble and the rooks are gonna control. Power of controlling the file. And yes, even though and this is the thing, the black pawn's on the wrong squares. This bishop is absolutely useless. Useless. It's not doing anything. Can't set up mate nets. It's just useless. It's a big fat pawn. That's what it is. It's a big fat pawn. Yep. Rook g2 was expected, and I am definitely expecting this move. Rook f1 to f1 to f2. That's the plan. Oh, he played the other one. I don't know about that one. Maybe he wants to play it this way around. So it's just a matter of how you want to play your rooks, right? Maybe he wants to play with this rook to g1. That's pretty clever. I'm back. So what? Now rook c3. Yeah. Yeah, but rook c3 pretty much ends it. Yep, there's rook f3. Then rook f2. Rook f1 to f2. There we go. And we get the position we wanted in the first place. I can't see white continuing from here. Running into time trouble now. Yeah, but now you just play king takes pawn. You don't have to play king takes pawn. Do you? Yeah, rook there. Every day. Problem is the rook will now outplay the bishop some more. There's no more threats. The dark squares, the light squares are all. Yeah, no, rook takes pawn. Rook takes pawn. Let's go. Super easy. Boom. Too easy, they say. What do you do with a drunken sailor? What do you do with a drunken sailor? What do you do with a drunken sailor early in the morning? Who run up she rises. And the thing is, this king can march all the way there with no fear. You know what you can play here is rook here. Rook takes, if bishop takes, takes, but then he's going to take that pawn, which is sad. Always an out. Yep, there's the move. As expected. But hang on, can't I play rook takes, rook here? That looks interesting, doesn't it? I think he's looking to see can he play rook takes pawn. And he's not. He's going for this side, yeah, I don't know. I'm sure this rook takes pawn idea would have worked. Oh, the idea is to limit this bishop. Oh, that's interesting. Ah, beautiful. He's going to play rook here. If king takes, then here. That's the plan. Problem is, white doesn't have too many moves. That's the big issue here. White is going to be careful here with threefold. Hmm. He's going to get into a threefold repetition if he's not careful. I'm sure this is the second time this position's happened. No, it's the first time. Because here's King E4, Bishop H8. Here's Bishop H8, King E4. So slightly different. But he's got to be careful. Threefold is eminent in this position. I mean, if you're so concerned about this pawn, then maybe king here, rook, king, or king. I'm not I'm not following this rook h7 plan. King here. Okay, so the king is. So maybe he's going to get his king here and swing the rook this way around. Yep, the king is going for f8. Not easy to do. I think that's a massive mistake. Rook here. Takes. Rook here. Got to play this at some point. Maybe rook here. King here, rook here. Bishop's going to stand here. Yeah, he's going for the rook. See, I think this is fine. This to come. Tough position. Does this work? Takes, 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 push pawn. Takes. Yeah, that works. Tough position. Oh, this is interesting because rook here, rook here, and if bishop goes there, you take and then you push the pawn. Yep. Now you can go back here and then put pressure on this pawn, which is quite nice. Secrets there and there. Maybe there, there, there. Bring the king all the way around. Ding, ding, there. Classy and big time trouble here, but again, I think it's a case of the rook just outplaying the bishop. No stresses here. Yeah, just gotta go king here, king here, king here, king here. Yep, there it is. Here goes. Here goes the king.
Attention, we are being followed.
Hey, Toothless Aggression. Thanks for the follow, man. How you doing? Why are we thinking about king d4 here? Okay, but now you can play this. I think rook b4 is better. Rook b4 must be the move. Cool, man. Yeah, I'm just recapping round one, and there were a couple of games left, so I'm just doing the last, and then I'm just going to look at the two upsets for the day. Then I'm going to end the stream, and then back at 4 o'clock for the live round two, where we'll have all the games and we can go through them quite nicely. Cool, man. So glad to have you on the stream, man. Hope you enjoy it. And by all means, suggest a way, dude. Suggest a way. Happy to engage people coming up with moves and stuff. I love the people in the chat room. Oh, now it's clear that he's lost. He was lost ages ago. It's just, you know, it's all about technique at the end of the day. That's what it really boils down to, is just technically getting the thing. I really think that you can play this. I really think Rook D2. Rook D2. King here. Rook takes. King takes. Rook here. Why? Why are we playing this sequence? I don't understand. I'm really itching to see, is Rook D2 the move? King D3, King F4, King F5. Where does it want this king to go? Even Rook B5, King F6, King D3, D7. I mean, this is a long process. It is completely winning, but I mean, why? Rook G2. Yeah, he's dropped the advantage here. That's what I thought. He's dropped the advantage. Now it's drawing. Oh man. I mean, how do you win this from here? You've now walked into a draw. Just goes to show you that rook and bishop endgames are not the easiest to play. And even the likes of Watu can get it wrong. But do we play rook a6 yet? Rook a6? I mean, you've got to do something. What that something is, I don't know. Yep, there's rook a6. But the king's just going to go back to c7. And I want to point out, they're going to be playing in less than 2 hours. In less than 2 hours, they're going to be playing. I mean, this is a tough ask for Watu here. Oh, you're a funny guy. I want to say that Watu's thrown the win, and Khaleesi has done well to secure the draw, to be honest. Yeah, this is going to be a draw. Racy Rook A7 comes into play. Rook A7. Ooh. He's going to look at Rook here. Hmm? What does Rook there do? I would so play this move. Rook B2. Yeah, it should be a draw, but there's still, I mean, there's still get ways to play. Maybe rook g1. Back to playing with this mouse with this bishop and the rook again. You're so going to get a threefold, yeah? Wonder if we're going to see this move now. This is tough. You got to play a move like rook h1. Can't see anything else but rook h1. Oh, wow. Interesting. So you can go here. But it doesn't help you. It genuinely doesn't help you. I don't understand that move. King a6 just doesn't help you. Oh yeah, no, completely. It's too long, too long for round one, and he's not a youngster, right? He's not a youngster, so to play this long is draining. Absolutely, absolutely, too long playing this game. You let it slip earlier. This is going to be a draw.
Attention, we are being followed.
Thanks, Malatsi, for the follow, man. Really appreciate it. Yeah, this is crying for a draw. 3-fold's gonna happen. The problem is that that exchange doesn't happen anymore. Let's see. When the king was sitting on the edge here, he had the option of sacking the rook here and going for it. Um, but he missed out on that opportunity. Now with the white king where it is, there's no progressive moves to go forward. You can't get to this pawn. This pawn is constantly. What he needs is this king to be here so his king can come closer. But yeah, that's not going to happen. Yep, agreed to a draw. Let's just have a look at James Dim against Lema Tato quickly. And yeah, we've got a Sicilian. And everything's hunky dory. F4 very early. All very typical moves. G4. Ooh, that's interesting. Sack takes. Sure. Interesting. Why? Oh, because there's mate there. There's mate here. Check. Check. So bishop comes back. Takes. Let's defend. Takes. Ouch. Ouch. Oh, this is. Hey, nah. The advance of the pawns. And then everything. Yeah. Well played by Tartu. Absolutely. And then Mark Lewis losing as well. Also a Sicilian played. This time the Sicilian holds up. Oh, no, the Sicilian doesn't hold up. Very exposed king. Those pawns, screenside pawns. And look at this bishop completely out of the game. Yeah. Oof. And wow, there goes that pawn. Enough. Sure. All right. Well, two good games by Martinico and Tartu. Yeah. All right, guys. I will see you around about 4 o'clock for round two, and we'll be back to watch most of those games. Thanks for joining me. Ciao for now.